Hey everybody, this is Jeff Nelson, Director of Training and Fitness Solutions here at the KAC Athletic Club. And today we're bringing you challenge number 4 of the Body Transformation Challenge. So I'm going to talk about a topic that I feel gets overlooked a lot in our programs, and that's the topic of recovery and regeneration. And this is actually brought about, just spent the weekend over in Oahu for the State Boys Soccer Championships, and giving props to the boys coming back with the title, but a big part of that was the ability to recover from game to game. And so it's the same thing on our training. We need to be able to recover from session to session, because you don't actually improve in training, you improve as a result of recovering from that training. What we're trying to do in training is create a specific adaptation, whether it's endurance, strength, power, what have you, so allowing our body to adapt to that demand. So what we're going to talk about today specifically for recovery is the foam roller. You've probably seen these up here. There's a variety of them. We'll talk a little bit about what they are and how to use them. And essentially it's a poor man's version of a massage. Foam rolling, or SMR, self-myofascial release. The goal is to help flush the crud out of your muscles. It's probably the easiest way to say it. Also to target adhesions and whatever scar tissue you have developed in your training or over time. So these are a great tool for that. Also great for warm-up, but we're going to talk about specifically for recovery. So the way these work, this is actually the least dense that we have. There's a white one that's a little less dense. This is the middle. The most dense of these versions. Then we have this one, which is actually PVC with foam wrapped around it. And then we have our good friend, the rumble roller. Most of us don't need that. That just goes a little bit deeper into the tissue. So what we're going to do with these, well, a quick note, you probably should avoid this any spot of a recent injury. So if you just pulled your quad muscle, you probably don't want to roll on that muscle. If you have circulation problems, if you have any chronic pain like fibromyalgia, you probably want to avoid this. And anywhere where you have bony prominences or joints, it's probably going to be a little painful. So let's start with how we do this. So I like to start bottom to top, so starting from the calves, working my way all the way up through and ending on my back. That's just me. I think that's the best progression and feels the best. So we're limited on time, but let me show you a little bit about how to use this and talk a little bit about what we're doing. So you start on your okole here. You can go, I'm going to show you with 2 legs to progress it rather. You would go with a single leg. You can cross your leg over to make it harder. One quick comment, you'll notice my hands back. I want to be careful with my shoulder coming too far ahead of those hands. That's where you get in trouble, especially if you've had past shoulder injuries. So try to keep them here. And all I'm going to do for my calves, I'm going to set them on the roller, come up a little bit, and just roll forward and back. Nice and easy. You know, you're not in a sprint here, so you don't want to be going with a lot of pace. You just want to go over till you find that sore spot. You're going to feel it, and then hold it for just a little bit. And in terms of the how long, you can either do it as reps if you're warming up, say 5 to 10 times per location, or for 1 to 2 minutes as a cool down. And that's again what I like to do to reset the muscles and kind of restore you for the next session. So start with the calves, then you're going to work up to the hamstrings. So same idea, you're going to roll forward and back. Then we'd hit the IT bands, so you're going to go on your side here for the IT bands, just to give you some ideas. And then we're going to go to the quads, so you can come over on the front, or you can go on both, okay? And then we'd go back over onto our glute, where you can do this way, or you can cross over as well, and then we'll finish on the back. So for the back, you're going to come up, keep your chest up, head up, and roll through nice and slow, being careful not to get up into your neck or your cervical spine. Okay, so there's some hows, there's the whys. So the challenge for this week is just grab one, try it out. If you're not sure how to use it, grab myself or one of the training staff. We have posters out there, buy these and give it a shot. We'll see you next week.